Hi, I'm John Hazzard, and for me, it's all about food. Today I want to show you how to make a ham glaze. So whenever you have a Christmas celebration or you have a special occasion you're baking a ham, you can use this amazing glaze to glaze your ham to give it an amazing color and also of course flavor. And we're going to make a golden apple ham glaze. So let's get started. So let's first light up our stove. What we're going to do first for our ham glaze is we are going to add some sugar into this saucepan, and we are going to add just a half a teaspoon of water. And what we're going to do is we are going to allow this sugar to caramelize, and then once the sugar has caramelized to a golden brown color, we are then going to add the remainder of the ingredients. And once I've added all the other ingredients to it, which I will go through in stages as I add them. So we added granulated sugar and water. I'm also then going to allow it to reduce by half, and then I will go ahead and thicken with a bit of slurry, which is basically corn starch and water, or we're going to be using corn starch and orange juice in this case. So allow this to caramelize for a few minutes, and once this has melted and caramelized, we're going to go ahead and we are going to move on to the next stage. So I'm going to give this another 3 to 5 minutes, then I'm going to come back and show you the next process of the caramelization. So as you can see, our sugar is nicely caramelizing. And as you can see, it's turning a nice golden brown color. So it's just granulated sugar in here and a teaspoon of water. And as you can see, it's beautifully caramelizing. This is exactly what we're looking for. So we're going to allow this to caramelize just a little bit more until it becomes a liquid form. And you want to be very careful with this because you don't want to get any of this on your hands. So beautiful, this is caramelizing, and we just want this to go to a golden brown color, which is somewhat the color it's at right now. I don't want it to get too dark because we don't want to turn it into browning, which is what we use to brown gravies and sauces, but we want this here to be a golden brown color, and it's coming on beautifully. So it's almost there, almost there. Good. So what I'm going to do, we're now going to go ahead, it's there now, the liquid, it's perfectly there now. So we're going to go ahead now and add all of our orange juice. So you want to stand back when you're adding this orange juice. So I'm adding like 1,000 grams of orange juice. Good, that's added. We're going to add 21 grams of ginger. This is fresh ginger, 21 grams. We're going to add 50 grams of brown rum, beautiful rum. We're going to add here 100 grams of honey. So that's the honey added. I'm going to add 1 cinnamon stick, which I broke in 2. I'm going to add here 5 whole cloves, 2 Star Anise. This is 1 gram of Cardamon Pods, and I took these seeds out of the pods itself. That's 1 gram of Cardamon Pods. And then this is the zest of one orange, which we're going to add as well. And what we will do now is we will allow this to come to a boil and allow it to reduce by half. And then once it has reduced by half, we will then go ahead and I'll show the next stage, which is pretty much basically adding the golden apple jam and then of course thicken it with a bit of slurry. So we allow this to reduce just a bit and come to a boil. So once this has reduced by half, I will then come back to you and we will finish off this beautiful ham glaze, which we're going to be using on a special ham for Christmas. Or if it's not for Christmas, it could be any occasion. Ham doesn't necessarily have to be for Christmas Day, but ham could be eaten any time of the year or roasted any time of the year. So I'll see you back in a few minutes once this beautiful ham glaze we're making has reduced by half. Okay, so we're going to go ahead now and add the golden apple jam and thicken with the slurry, which is going to be a mixture of cornstarch and water. So let's go ahead and do that. So as you can see, if you look at our ham glaze, it's nicely reduced by half and it's already thickened up nicely, beautifully. So what I'm going to do now is to add the 200 grams of golden apple jam to it. Just add it in gradually. Don't want to get yourself burnt. And I'm going to take a whisk now and just whisk this in to make sure it's well incorporated into the mix. So that's beautifully incorporated. Good, that's nicely incorporated. And then what I will do now, if you take the spoon and we look at the consistency, it's nicely thickened up beautifully. But we're going to thicken it a bit more with a bit of slurry, which is going to be some cornstarch and some orange juice. So we're going to add that here now. That's 15 grams of orange juice and 15 grams of cornstarch. So just going to add this in here. And then I'm just going to take a spoon and just mix this all up nicely. Combine. So I'm using about the same liquid. You could use water, but I prefer to use orange juice since orange juice is my base for my glaze. And then what we do now is just going to pour this now in here. Just pull this back a bit. You want it to come over. We don't want it to come over too much on our stove. I had to heat it to high. Then we're just whisking. Smooth this out the way. And then we're just going to whisk in the cornstarch. So it's to cook the cornstarch now. Give this a good whisk. Okay, let's see here. I think I need to light my stove up again. My stove went out. So just bring this forward. And we're just going to continue to whisk this a bit. And that is our glaze. Beautiful. So allow that to simmer for just 1 minute. And then what we're going to do, okay, we can turn this off now. And then what we're going to do now is to add it. This is our glaze right here. You can pour glaze right off into this container here. And let me grab another one because this one here is not big enough. Then we just add it into here. This is our ham glaze. And you can leave everything in the glaze. I tend to leave all of the Star Anise and cinnamon stick and cardamon pods. I leave everything in here. There's no need to strain this stuff out. I just leave it all in there. And then you just bottle this, allow it to cool, and this is refrigerated. And that is our glaze. So that's it. So I hope you have enjoyed this. This is, I want to show you the glaze. It's hot. So this is the glaze, the ham glaze which we made. It's the golden apple glaze. And I'm going to use this now to bake a ham, and I'm going to glaze my ham with this. I will do that in my next video, which you can watch and you can see the entire process. So you have seen how to make the ham glaze, and now you will see how I prepare my ham for any occasion, whether it be Christmas or a nice lunch or dinner, any occasion, you will see how I prepare my ham, and I'm going to use this same glaze to do the ham. So if you've enjoyed this show, please go ahead and like, subscribe, ring the bell, please leave a comment. Please share this video with other people as well so that they can learn as well. And again, I am John Hazzard, and for me, it's all about food.